Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1944 movie, The Invisible Man Returns. So in this movie, Robert Griffin is an escaped mental patient from Cape Town who has killed two orderlies and is looking for revenge on the Herrick family, who had gone on an expedition with, and they had found this stuff that made them rich and everything, and he was supposed to get a good percentage of it since he was with them, but they thought that he had died and everything, and we find out that they actually had thought they murdered him, and he did lose his memory for a few years and didn't know what was going on, and he's wanting to get revenge on them because they poison his drink, make him black out and stuff, pretty much roofied him, and throw him outside when he is asleep and everything, and destroying the evidence that he had they owed him money and stuff, the proof that he had. So he ends up going to this doctor named Dr. Dreary, played by John Carradine, and he gets him to use this serum on him that he used on his dog and some of the animals around the neighborhood to turn them invisible, and he becomes invisible and goes to get his revenge on this family, and it kind of drives him a little insane, kind of like you expect in these movies. The Invisible Man kind of goes insane because of the being invisible and stuff, and kind of goes a little crazy. But this one was actually a really good story. I really was impressed with how good this one was, which the Invisible Man franchise has been one of my favorites out of all the Universal Monster franchises. It might be my favorite one because it's had the best movies aside from the first one, which the first one is just one of the best in general out of the Universal Monster movies. Although I will say I like the Bride of Frankenstein a lot more than that one. But the Invisible Man, it's just a really fun franchise. They try to do stuff that's a little bit different in each movie. The first one was a really great little horror movie. The second one was kind of a more of a drama and everything. It wasn't really as much of a horror movie like the first one was. The third one was The Invisible Woman, which was pretty good. It was kind of more of a comedy, and then the fourth one was like this spy movie that was set during World War II and everything, which was pretty cool too, and it was filmed during World War II, so it's kind of cool seeing a movie that was set during that era that was filmed at that time too. It did have a lot of propaganda and stuff, but that one was really fun too. And this one is a revenge thriller, which is pretty cool. Like, that's one thing I love about this franchise. Each movie kind of has a different feel to it. The visual effects aren't really that different in this than they are the others. It doesn't do anything super groundbreaking or special like the other ones like the very first one did. Really, once you've seen the first one, you know what to expect when it comes to that. But I think the visuals are still pretty good, though. Like with all the other ones, I feel like they hold up the best out of the Universal Monster franchises. The Invisible Man's special effects are some of the best. And the cast in here are all really good, especially the main lead, John Hall, who plays Robert Griffin. I think he's really great in the role. He does a really good job. He's really kind of sympathetic at first, but there's also something really intimidating about him. You can kind of tell there's something off about him, because like I said, he is a convicted murderer and stuff. So he is intimidating, but he's also kind of got this sympathetic side to him too, which I thought was really cool. And John Carradine is Dr. Drury. He was really great too. He really fit the role, and the two of them worked really good together and stuff. And it has some pretty good moments and stuff, like the scene when the dog comes back into being invisible and stuff, when he's doing the test to see if he can make him invisible again. I thought that was a pretty cool scene. And like I said, seeing Robert Griffin just go into madness as the movie progresses works really well too, and it's just a fun movie. Is it anything super special or spectacular? No, but it's really fun and entertaining, just like most of the rest of the movies in the Invisible Man franchise. There's only really been one that I thought was kind of weak, but this one is pretty entertaining. It has some, like I said, like with all these monster movies, it has some pretty good sets and stuff. The score is pretty decent and fits the movie well, and the cinematography and stuff is really good. And like I said, the effects on him being invisible and stuff hold up pretty well. And it's entertaining and everything. I thought it had a really unique story too. Like I said, the revenge thriller part was kind of fun. And I mean, a lot of these movies do involve revenge somewhat in their stories, but this one just that's the entire point of why he goes invisible and stuff, is to get the revenge. A lot of the other ones, they do it by accident and stuff. But it's a fun movie, so I'd say I'd give The Invisible Man's Revenge a 7 out of 10. I think it's really enjoyable. It's not the best in the franchise, but it's definitely not the worst either. It's kind of one of the ones that's in the middle, because I do really like the other movies in this franchise a lot too. So I will say it's really enjoyable. It just isn't the very best, but it's fun for what it is. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of The Invisible Man's Revenge, if you've seen it, and I hope you enjoy this video, and have a good day, everybody.